Hi everyone, we're coming to you today from the Adobe think tank on artificial intelligence and the future of the enterprise from New York City. I'm Daya Nathamuni with Adobe Corporate Strategy, and with me here today I have Dr. Catherine Havasi. In your experience with Luminoso, what new insights have you gotten about customer behavior or making the journey more efficient? I'm curious.
So one of the large things we do is really understanding from a lot of text data what is driving KPIs, what is driving customer churn, customer conversion, that kind of thing. So being able to look at some things that might seem obvious. Why do people churn from a video streaming company? They churn when they finished binge watching the TV show they were binge watching. And so if you don't get hooked on something and it was 3 days, then they're gone. You've lost them. So there's this tiny window and it really matters. All the way down to, on the flip side of that, people looking at developing better products, right? Can you look at the feedback that you get and see what makes certain colors make products stickier, all that kind of stuff. So this is everything from how do we upsell customers in a retail store based on experience, down to being able to do better product development. The other big side is automation. And now this is one of those things where everybody like to have an argument in the think tank about human in the loop or not. Mm-hmm. I think when we come to customer feedback, we're really, again, giving people and giving the entire contact center superpowers, right? And I think that's important, right? When a call comes in, if you can get it to the right person to do the right thing with it and get them the answer they want, then everybody wins. It's not just about automation, right? So let's take a gaming company as an example. If the query comes in, and we know that this is somebody who would both benefit from going to self-help and somebody who has a really simple question, we're going to send them to self-help. They're going to get done faster. They're going to be happier about that. And in certain cases, like financial services, there's huge groups of people who would rather not talk to anybody, right? Because they're on the clock, they're financial analysts, and they're paying for that time. They don't want to be on hold, right? On the flip side of that, there are people who are changing their job for the first time. If we can understand the difference in financial literacy and say this person needs help rolling over their 401k, and if you do it right the first time, even though it takes you more time, they're not going to call back.
If you were to kind of think out, let's say 3 to 5 years, look into the future, how do you see the customer journey changing as a result of maybe progress in NLP or other areas of artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I think artificial intelligence as a whole allows companies to sort of put the customer at the center, and whether that customer is internal or external, and I think it's going to become very important. In some way, it's sort of the AI gateway drug.
I love that, AI gateway drug.
Maybe that's a bad analogy. But it's kind of like, it helps. It's something where you can get ROI, both understandable soft ROI or sometimes even very hard ROI. How many calls did we deflect? How many people got their questions answered more quickly? And you can do those things very in the beginning, and that helps companies understand, look, this AI thing, it's real. It has tangible results, right? And one of the things I like to say with AI is that in the future, just like Google Maps and search, we don't think about it as being AI. AI is just going to permeate everything. It's going to be in spreadsheets, it's going to be in CRMs, it's going to be in workflows, things like that. It's just going to be a thing we do. And with the customer journey, I think it's important to know that companies right now think about sort of customer feedback almost in a waterfall way, right? And you get a lot of information, then you go back and you react to it, and there's this long space. And companies that I see really succeeding with customers are being more agile about it. It's like, let's talk about a retail store, for example. They're working on trying to get more people to buy their products at the retail store. And one of the things they're doing is keeping track of how the interaction between you and the salesperson went, and then whether or not you bought it afterwards. And from that simple thing across all their stores, they can build a model that says, hey, if we have highlight these features to this type of consumer, we can sell better. And instead of rolling that out 6 months later, you could have a scrum every morning in the store where you talk to your associates about what helps people sell, how things work. You can have pop-ups that come into customer interactions that say, look, this person is going to get really confused next unless you send them down this route, or this person needs this kind of service, or even compassion, right, and empathy. We talked about that. In an insurance company situation, you can look at something and say, look, this is a stressful conversation, this is a stressful story. You don't want to make this person continue to tell the story of the flood or whatever over and over and over again in a claims processing situation? How can we say, oh, this is a situation where it helps to have the agent briefed a little bit ahead of time, and then the customer will be much happier along the journey.
So in a sense, it's real time. It's, again, like we said, very much in context, and you're removing some of the barriers to effective workflows or more effective, let's say in the insurance company case, claims processing while being empathetic to the insurance company customer. So that's, and do you see this becoming very much a part of the modern business enterprise workflow?
I mean, the one thing that I really want to see is companies learning to react to data in a way that's much more agile, right? And I think because customer service is so important right now, there's so much going on that, switching cost has gone down for most B2C companies, things like that. Customer service is a real differentiator. And so there's a drive to innovate there, right? And it becomes a place where it's really important for you to go and look at other solutions. And then from there, hopefully businesses become more agile and they're able to use AI in other parts of their workflows in a way that's much more easier because the groundwork has already been laid.
I think we're almost at time. So Catherine, thank you very much. We really appreciated chatting with you.